Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Essential Investments. Today, we're excited to have Ardo from the Final Frontier team. They are a professional gaming guild built in the metaverse, focused on developments, relations, and they're truly, truly breaking the game. I've seen them on Spaces before. I've talked with him on Spaces before, and I've heard him speak at Spaces, Twitter Spaces before. I'm excited to have him here today. And go ahead, Ardo.
Hey, it's great to be here. I've wanted to be on the show for a while, so I'm super excited to get this show underway.
Thank you. So let's do as we usually do. Let's go through the website. Let's screen share. Can I just say I was looking at your website. I am so impressed with how beautiful the website is. Wait, am I sharing the right screen? Let me see. Which screen do you see right now?
There you go. That's the website.
Yeah, so okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure I was sharing the right screen. Okay, so as you guys can see, like I'm in love with I think it's the UI, if I'm not mistaken, like this little that it's following my mouse around. I love that aspect to it. I was checking out your website. I love how it has like the active news feed, just the tweets, just everything about it. It's really well made. And did you make this yourself, or do you have a dev team?
I did. I spent 2.5 weeks making it last fall, probably causing myself a little insomnia. But that's actually our second site. The first one we had was more for like MMO guilds, but it was basically outdated. It couldn't do what we needed to, and it wasn't scalable. And so I decided to learn the new standards of coding and built that one myself in 2.5 weeks with the intent of our site kind of being like the all-in-one hub, right? You could go there for the token watch. You could go there to chart out some tokens. You could check out our staff and gamers, our partners. You could visit the token databases such as CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko. Look at white papers. There was so much that I wanted to have in our site so that you really didn't have to have 50 favorites pages saved when you're visiting Final Frontier.
I love that, man. And do I have your permission to read a message from Ardo?
Oh, yes, go ahead.
I love this. So, as we dive into this new age of technology, opportunities of financial freedom, and metaverse gameplay, I would like to send a warm welcome to anyone considering being a part of the Final Frontier and Star Atlas community. Our goals, firstly, as a pro gamers guild, then as a DAO, are to be an innovative, earning force within the blockchain gaming space, and eventually a strong force for logistics and operational security within Star Atlas, ultimately uniting people and creating change through gaming. However, the mission does not stop there. We also aim to have a focus in industrial development, security protocols, and relationships. As the commander of our organization, there are several personal, professional goals that I have at heart. Most importantly, is the welfare of my members and the community. I want to assist members in financially oppressed economies with innovative methods to put food on their tables or to maintain a home to live in. We can accomplish our dreams with time, knowledge, relationships, and the financial freedom that the blockchain gaming space has the potential to provide. We will accomplish our dreams together in the final frontier. I love that. Wow. I love how well that is written, man. You wrote that yourself?
Yes.
Wow. I have to hire a copywriter just to write like, very like I would say like quotes, but like, art, like white papers, light papers, etc. for clients. And I have to hire somebody, and that is well written, man. Let me tell you.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Wow, man. So tell me a little bit more about the guilds. How does that work, right?
Yeah. So how we got formulated, because we're not even a year old yet. Um, I was just out with my brother one day fishing, and we were just discussing just different aspects of blockchain gaming, tokenomics, Bitcoin, and then the things we didn't like that we saw going on. And I was just joking. I was like, we're going to start our own gaming guild, and this is how we're going to do it. And a couple months later, I call him in the middle of the night, and I said, bro, we're going to do it. We're going to do it, and we're going to call it the Final Frontier. And
Oh
he
man.
said, let's go for it, man. So I brought on, Jeff is a great friend of mine from martial arts, and then Viles, who's out on the West Coast, and that's how we formulated the Four Horsemen. And so our structure is the Four Horsemen, which are the founders. Then we have officers, senior members, and then members. Everyone can do their part through specific gaming tasks or specific organizational tasks, right? So because we have two magazines, we do have a crew that edits, that puts graphics together, or does writing for the magazines. We have an IT manager. We have someone that's over security, and then human relations. We have um, interpreters for our German community, our Italian community, our Persian community, our Spanish-speaking community, and this helps us be able to have an outreach to people around the world, as we have members from California to Malaysia.
Wow. I'm truly, truly impressed. Sorry, my throat was a little parched. I'm truly, truly impressed with how much you guys have built in the year, right? Because something that a lot of people like looking from the outside looking in, that when it comes to the crypto and NFT Web3 space, it feels like we're moving so, I don't know, slow from the outside, but for us that are actually integrated into the community, everything, when it comes to like, let's say a month, that feels like forever in crypto time, right? And the fact that you guys have already been here for a year shows that you guys, like, if it was like real world, you guys would be like up for like 7 years kind of thing. Like, you guys are very solid, and you guys have been at it for, as you mentioned, a year. I don't know if I explained that correctly, but do you get what I mean? Like, it feels like you guys have been longer because in the crypto world, it feels like time's a little bit more accelerated, right? Or is it just me?
No, you made a great point, and actually, if you click on one of the profiles, you could use mine for instance. Um, One of the
Wow.
things you notice is there is actual detail behind every uh, bio that you get to see. I wanted more than what you typically see in blockchain, which is just a picture and a name and maybe their position. I wanted a full immersive experience when you visited the bios of the Final Frontier staff. And so from my bio, you
Wow.
can see Twitter feed, you can see the games I'm most active on, and then you can actually see clips of me gaming and including the things that I'm focused on. So um, what that does for me, right? If I'm a gamer looking for a guild, the leadership had better have some serious experience with gaming.
I
And
agree.
so that's what we bring to the table. I myself had my professional days in World of Warcraft. I've been playing for, oh goodness, like, oh wow, since the mid 2000s. and
Wow.
and so we're actually coming back for Classic and are actively recruiting a team to play Wrath of Lich King Classic once it releases.
Wow.
We have teams that will be involved with Star Atlas. So right now it's just in its mini game stages.
Mhm.
We're actively involved with Rogue Star, with EV.io. We do Call of Duty tournaments. We hosted a FIFA tournament in which our token, as well as USDC, were the rewards for the top placers. So that's one of the aspects that we use our community token for, is for contests, competitions, airdrops, community events, and as well as like Twitter events. We have done giveaways, which goes back to the uniting people and creating change through gaming. And one of the people we were able to help was an Afghanistan refugee, in which she received an NFT, which a week after she received it, escalated in value of up of 80,000 USDC.
Wow. Wow, it's kind of crazy to see. And actually, really quick before I move on to the next thing, how do I play the game? Because I'm kind of intrigued to, like, because I kind of went to the site, I went to the Star Atlas, and I love this little cinematic. So, question, like, did you hire somebody for this? Because this is like, that's some good. Good
Oh,
After
well,
Effects, man.
Star Atlas isn't our game. We just primarily support it.
Oh, I was
That
gonna say,
that
dude.
is to the work of CEO Michael Wagner and his huge team, which is now backed by Animoca Brands as well as Spearsoft is helping them build that game out.
Wow.
It's a AAA title. It's right now going through the stages of what's called the mini games. So right now it's like glorified staking, right? You can purchase the spaceship assets and you can stake them in the mini games. They go out and conduct missions on their own, and you accumulate the Atlas token. And then the governance token for that game is called Polis. So once they get more in development of, the release of the game, you'll be able to use Polis for DAO features or for having voting, or I guess you could say legislative power inside the game.
Wow. 99,500 USDC. That's a
Yes.
lot.
So the tree arrow, in retrospect to how big it'll be once you're like running around the game, the tree arrow is like the size of Austin. It is massive.
Dude, wow. I'm so impressed. Wow, because I'm a really big gamer myself. So like, I don't know if you guys can see my screen, but in the very bottom you see League of Legends down here. You see Apex. You got Epic open in the back, or Origins open in the background. Let me actually close that. I have Epic. I play Fortnite. I'm actually a pretty decent Fortnite player. I play. I already said Apex. I play what else? Um, but I started playing Fall Guys recently. Um, I started getting to Fall Guys, and actually, that's something that I wanted to get back to. So, when we're actually hosting, or I can't say I'm hosting, but one of my like friends in the space, which is 21 million, he's hosting the Fall Guys tournament. They do that every single weekend, and pretty much what we do is we get together with a bunch of different other projects, and they all kind of contribute whatever they. Oh, that was weird. Something was stuck in my hand. They contribute whatever they can. So last week I actually won an NFT, right? So if you won one of there was 5 rounds of Fall Guys, and if you were top 3, then in every single thing you can either get you can get NFT or Crow, which is the currency of the Chronos chain. You can get whitelist spot, etc. So we're actually hosting those like over there on Chronos, and it'd be cool to see if we can integrate both the Solana and the Chronos community, right? Because one of the biggest things regarding crypto, and this is something I'm always preaching in all the spaces I'm hosting or co-hosting, is unity across crypto, right? Like it sometimes feels very like, oh, you guys trade this chain, we trade this chain, like stay away, or you're a part of this project, I'm a part of this project, like stay away. And I'm a really big believer in like, we all have to kind of like live together. We all one hand kind of helps the other. And I myself hold Solana, so it kind of went down a lot since I bought it, but it's expected. The whole market went down. And but honestly, I'm a really big believer in collaborating with other projects, and just kind of like, you know, uh, what's the word I'm looking for? Like collaborating and just clashing of the minds. Because the more that we do that, the more we talk, the more we learn from each other, the more we expand, right? The more we evolve as a community, as a chain, as a blockchain, as a anything. That's how we evolve. You know.
Exactly, and and when you talk about relationships, which is the third currency of the world, um, we are a founding member of the UMO, which stands for the United Metaverse Organizations. We're 17 gaming guilds strong, over 50,000 members in total. And the idea was put together by none other than Christian Dragnell of Interstellar Alliance, the very
Wow.
first gaming guild of Star Atlas. And so we have meetings every month to talk about lots of different things within our reach and space, and so we commerce with each other, we collaborate with each other, we support one another, and when it comes to the full gameplay of Star Atlas, we will protect one another. And so,
Uh,
um, and then also you can see our magazines from there. So if you go to the far right, you'll see Front Magazine. And so you can actually see our digital magazine.
Oh, wow.
And we do this every month. It's the first of its kind for the metaverse.
I
And
love
we
it.
talk about NFT projects, white swan and black swan news of our space, the latest and greatest tokens and NFT projects, and gaming news, and also updates from Star Atlas and Final Frontier, along with interviews from very significant figures within our space.
Wow, I love this, man. This is so big. And so, do you guys only collaborate with Metaverse projects on the Solana chain currently, or do you guys plan to expand to different chains?
Oh, we definitely plan to expand to different chains. We had started working with a new game. It's going to be released on mobile first, and it's called Zone of Avoidance. For whatever reasons, yet they have not released as of yet. But that was going to be our first experience outside of Solana, and on the Binance blockchain. And we had actually formulated a team to play that specific game. So that's how we work. We have over 5,000 people in our Discord, but the way our gaming teams work is people actively volunteer to participate for a certain game. Once they do, they're initiated on that team, and then they'll have responsibilities to play the game, to communicate with those in that team, to stream, to promote, to market for that particular game that we have publicly announced that we partake in.
I love it. Wow, this is like a legit article, man. Like, I'm definitely gonna have to sit down and like really go through it.
Oh yeah, and Karush is our chief editor. That is an article right there we did with it was a
This one?
podcast with Drew Shore and
Or
Stephen Garbett, who is a multiple time Olympian in
wow,
skeleton and bobsled. And we are now partnered with the Sports Initiative, and all of their athletes and community members are now going to be joining the Final Frontier to game with us.
wow, that's amazing.
So we have that magazine, and then we also have a women's empowerment magazine for the women around the world to share their artwork, their dreams, their passions, their goals. And that one is called Meta Power. So you can find that one down right below Front Magazine.
Ah, oh, there you go. Meta Power. Miss Moon brings passion to NFT utility. Deep dive into Moyo Enterprises. Sarah Dustin delivers magic in Web3. Wow, this is awesome. Wow, I'm literally just like I know I keep saying it's awesome and it's so cool, but truthfully, man, this is like I don't even know, I don't have any other words. Like, it's just jaw dropping. Like, it's truly amazing, because like I'm really, like I mentioned, I'm really big into education and really big into like sharing knowledge and stuff. And like, you're doing it, and your team is doing it, and I love it.
Yeah, so we had some really great articles and artwork in Meta Power. That is the May edition. Some massive stories. Sarah Austin is a Forbes 30 under 30. Um,
Wow.
so to be able to have her in our magazine was just absolutely amazing, and it's great news for the women. You know, we understand that there are certain countries where women don't have the right to have local publications, or to sit amongst men, or to share their passions, or talk of equality and decentralization, because it comes with major consequences where they're from. But in the Final Frontier, we don't do that. And I myself will stand up for anyone that has to go through that, because they will definitely get their shot to be publicized in the Final Frontier.
Man, I love this.
So
Wow.
Agnes, she was a DC Comics artist, a Marvel Comics artist. She was a part of My Little Pony's art team, and has her own NFT project called Digidorables.
This is the NFT. Wow, this is so nice. Wow. I'm literally just wow. I promise you, I'm not gonna do it now because of time, but I'm gonna sit down and just go through these, man, because I didn't even know this was a wow. I'm just so impressed. Like I don't have any other words except for just you know, I'm impressed.
Yeah, my
It's so nice.
team works hard with everything, and that team consists of, like I said, Karush, our chief editor, myself, Val Phoenix, who's over in Italy. We have Mighty Falenka, and then we have Moji, who's one of our top graphic artists, and then we have Alco, our senior graphic artist. So we have a lot of helping hands that put this together every month for the community.
Wow. That's nice.
And then it goes through a a full blown edit before it gets released. We have lots of eyes that read over it to make sure that before it launches, it is good to go.
And so, question, because I'm really big into NFTs and really big into like utilities. And have you ever thought about making like a like I don't know, like maybe like a VIP article, or maybe VIP article that is like only specific if you hold a Final Frontier NFT or something? Because I feel like this is very, very cool, but like when it comes to humans, right, when it comes to people, like when they have to pay for something, it feels like it adds more value to it, even though like the value that this has is insane because like I told you, I'm going to sit down and read it myself. But when it comes to it, even like say paying for $1, even if you charge $1, like it adds, people are like, okay, wait, I'm investing $1, so I need to go sit down and read this, or etc. And what's your thought on that?
Oh, we're working on some things in that regard. But we just don't want to overshadow gaming at this moment.
Mhm.
But Final Frontier will have a series of different NFTs over the course of our, I guess you could say, in perpetuity.
I love it. Digidorable. Wow, I love that name. Digidorable. That's cool. That's a good brand. Wow. Truly, truly impressive. So I know that I kind of just got stuck on the articles because I'm just so impressed by it,
Well,
but
well,
I know
this
that
is
you
what's
have a bunch of
cool.
Mhm.
If you would have clicked that little spaceship down to the right, it would have taken you all the way to the top.
Oh, no way. Let's do it. All right. This one?
Yep.
Oh, wow. And where did you make the website on? Because this doesn't feel like WordPress. It's like this is the code.
Yeah, it's code. It was built in um goodness gracious, um Visual Studio Code.
Wow. You use Figma?
I did not.
Wow. Very impressive.
And so you got those live market updates right there, which are super awesome. Those are live tweets. So all the tweets you see right now. And if you go into each tweet bar, you can actually scroll down and see the other tweets on that particular, user's account.
Wow. And this is literally set up. Wow, the API. So you said you did this in 2 weeks. That's impressive, man.
Yep.
Um, I Wow. So you must have a lot of coding experience, because like for my like to give you an idea, I pay for a team of devs, right? And for them to get all the work done, and it's a group of 6 of them, and they're all full stack devs, and they pretty much handle anything that you could throw their way. But they take at least, I don't know, like I 2 to 3, maybe 4 weeks, depending on how big the project is. But the fact that you made something like this in 2 weeks is kind of just, it's nuts to me.
Yeah, and I also was able to get around the difficult the difficult API situation with Twitch.
Mhm.
So one of the things we are testing right now, if you were to go, to the Meet the Team and look at Moonman's bio, you can now watch
Oh no,
Moonman streaming on Twitch, but from the Final Frontiers website. And so whenever he's active on his Twitch streams, you'll be able to watch him streaming
no.
on Twitch.
No way. Wow, that's impressive.
So eventually, all of our pro gamers will have full-blown bios, and they will all have um, what he does, where you can watch them stream from our site without actually going to those exterior platforms.
It's so awesome. Let me actually send them a little archive phone verification. It's not logged in. Well, here, let me actually just look them up through mine. Yeah, let's add them, right? Why not? We love to support people. And was it? The Moonman underscore. There you go. Awesome.
Yeah, and he's one of our top gamers for EV.io. He will be, or he is, on the World of Warcraft team. He will be on Star Atlas team. He's our
Halo 5. Cool.
Yep, he's one of our officers and our lead bounty hunter, because that's one of the professions you can be in Star Atlas, is bounty hunter. So that game, once it's done, what Wagner is putting together is something truly special. It's going to reshape everything we thought we knew about gaming culture, socioeconomics, and the ability to earn an income, right? For instance, engineers, they go out, they may work in the sun, they may work in an office, they may do both. But Star Atlas provides you the opportunity to be an engineer from your gaming chair.
Wow.
So I can be paying you to construct a spaceship for me, and I'm paying you in crypto.
I love it. And that's how we're getting more and more to mass adoption, right? And it's gotten to the point where even like my friends, let's say if I'm paying like I don't know, like for example, the other day my friend he was like, oh, I'm gonna go buy a beer or whatever, and I was like, okay, cool, give me a pack. And then my first instinct is like, okay, what's your wallet? And he's like, what do you mean you're my wallet? I'm like your OX. And because like, you know, I'm just so integrated into the community that I like, he's like, what do you mean? And I was like, oh, we have to make you a MetaMask. And then I went through the whole process because he knows about crypto. He has a MetaMask, but he just didn't know about like Chronos or whatever. So we literally sat down. I'm like, okay, this is what it is. And I sent him the money in crypto because obviously I have, you know, we have cash, but what like one of my favorite quotes from one of my friends I was about to say Twitch, in Twitter, is I don't buy crypto, I sell fiat. And I kind of live by that quote and I love it. So it's funny but that's how we get to mass adoption, right? We start paying people in crypto, start integrating more and more crypto into different holders, expand the wallets, and that's just kind of how it works.
Yes, no, that's absolutely correct, and it's so amazing to see what we're able to do, and again, just the different partners that I'm working with right now, whether it's Deep Profits or Interstellar Alliance or Coexist, Star Atlas, the Sports Initiative, Dream Catchers, Digidurables, Rogue Star. That is, again, heavily weighing on that third currency of the world, which is relationships. And we actually have a breakdown of what I wrote about what each one of those four currencies means. It's under our About Us tab, and it's definitely something that everyone should read. And that's it right there. So it has a breakdown of time, knowledge, relationships, and then money.
I love it. Sorry, I'm just kind of reading in my head. So, time to make the most of each day to learn, progress, and accomplish a task. Knowledge to share this with another, and in order to synchronize our ideas and increase our cup of intelligence. Relationships to build partnerships, trust, understanding, respect, and passion 4 common interests and goals, and money, a derivative of the harmony of the first 3 currencies, and understanding that if we are going to have financial freedom and success, then we must place the other 3 currencies higher on the priority list of our core intentions. I love it. Feedback. Wow, man. I'm impressed. Like, not only is the website awesome, the articles are amazing. I'm super bullish on the whole, not project, but I'm just so used to saying project whenever I'm talking to people and space and stuff. But this whole community, right? It's just a massive community that you're building.
Yes, and our token will have utility grown into it down the road, such as being able to take the polis we own to vote in our token as one of the currencies in the local economy within Star Atlas once that's available. So I'm just really blessed to be at the helm of this and to continue growing this. And as I always tell people, Final Frontier is here to stay. We're going to continue growing. We're going to continue recruiting. We're going to continue building. We're going to continue taking those leaderboards. Whether it's a FIFA tournament, whether it's Call of Duty, whether it's EV.io, we're going to keep pushing forward. So I am just really excited to just be a part of this metaverse journey, the Web3 journey, just the crypto space, and be a part of those that are writing the blueprint. Right, we are the blueprint, and that's important. That those of us who are building, that we do as much as we can to get it right for everyone else that comes after us.
Well said, and I couldn't have said it any better. Now, I do see that we're running close to the time, and do you have any final remarks for the people listening? Do you want anybody to know about anything, a little bit of alpha, anything you want to share with the Essential Investments community?
Everyone always asks me for some alpha, but one thing I will leave with you guys is, we are now, working with the Jockey Experience, a great project, that is co-founded by Romero. He's a huge figure in the horse racing scene, especially at the Gulfstream track down in Florida. He actually just won 2 races in the same day a couple days ago.
Wow.
Outside of that, if you want to join us, then please sign up, get in our Discord, be active with our community, and look out for the leaderboards that we're going to be a part of. And on top of that, if you would like to be in Meta Power Magazine or the Front Magazine, then please reach out to us, and we will do our best to evaluate and see if you're what we're looking for to be a part of those monthly magazines. In terms of Star Atlas, I may or may not have a huge one-on-one with the CEO, Michael Wagner, coming soon.
Oh man, that's exciting. I'm so excited for everything that you guys are doing. I'm excited for what the community is gonna, I'm just excited, man. Like I can't even express it. Like I know for a fact, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna go and look into those articles because I'm just excited to read those. Truthfully, and as mentioned, guys, as always, I'm gonna go and drop all of his links down in the comment section below or in the description section below. If you guys like the video for today, if you guys want to see more of him, or if you guys want to see him back on the show, just let me know in the comment section below, as mentioned. And thank you once again, and as always, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode of Essential Investments.